Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Just wrapping it up for today. I didn't get too much done on the Mule project. I had to run pellets. I had a, what do they call those? Not a rain check. Layaway. During the summer you can lay away wood pellets when they're cheap, but you got to pick them up by October 1st. If you don't, the price goes up, so I had to get those moved today. So let me show you what I did. For anybody who's put a torque converter on one of these Predator engines, you realize that they don't go right on. And what happens is, see these fins, how big they are? So you got to trim it. See, I got that one purple, and there's another one back in there, right? So you gotta trim those two fins down. So I got that done today. The second thing I did is I went to see my new best friend at Duchess Metal Supply. I think it's called Duchess Metal Supply. It's about 15 minutes from my house, and I bought this heavy plate. So this is my engine plate, and I'm just kind of getting it on here and seeing what I have to do with it. I guess if I put this engine in there, I can jack the engine up. I have enough headroom. So I can either jack the engine up, or I could cut the plate and sink the whole thing down, sink the engine down. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. I do have the headroom to lift it up, right? I have plenty of space under the seat. I gotta think about that. And what I would do is I could just put the engine on a couple of blocks. This is 2 1/4 or 2 1/2 square tubing, and I got this because I'm gonna cut out a couple of pieces and put them there and there to take up this space, right? So picture a piece of this, and then there, and another one there. So that's gonna jack between the that's gonna allow me to hook the wheels nicely up to the frame, right? But then I'm thinking out loud, but I think I'd rather cut this, right? Cut this out and sink the engine down to the plate, because as some of you guys commented about, put the 13 in. What I did is, for the 13 horsepower, I didn't have a torque converter just sitting around. I had this torque converter sitting around, and I had this engine sitting around, so I just smashed them together, right? So now I have an engine and torque converter. You can see I already own the rear end. I bought the steel, and it's going together. For the 13 horsepower, I had to order the torque converter, and I don't quite know when it's coming yet. I don't think it's going to be forever, but it's not here at the moment. The other things that are not here, I think I have 41 chain, especially that short length, right? I probably need, I don't know, 18 inches or so. I don't need a lot. right? But I ordered a chain. I ordered number 41 chain, and I ordered the sprocket to put here. Hopefully that's here soon. Yeah, my lean is to drop it down, and there's a couple of things you get by mounting the engine directly to the plate. The oil is in here, obviously, and the oil helps cool the engine, and having this in intermittent contact with that will transmit some of the heat downward and all. Though having it up in the sky, you get a lot of air cooling around it too, I guess. Cooling really, it probably won't make a huge difference for cooling. What it'll do is, I guess what it really what setting it down low and paying attention, really what it allows me to do is make it so that if this 6.5 really just doesn't cut it, it'll allow me to put the 13 horsepower on it when the time comes. Yeah, so tomorrow I got to cut this up. One of the situations I'm running into is I kind of have everything floating around at once. I kind of got to get this jacked up and off these pallets, and have the jacks outboard enough so that I can get the frame under there. And once I get the frame under there, then I can figure out exactly where the axle needs to go on the frame, where I have to trim this bottom a little bit more, where the wheels will be exactly, where I can slide the frame forward so the end of the frame lines up with these, and I can put the uprights in. So yeah, there's a lot of like moving pieces I gotta kind of fuss around with. But what I like a lot about this piece of metal is I'm not even sure I'm gonna have to cut it. I might not even have to cut it. It might be just right the way it is. Or you know, yeah, it might be okay though. Yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll find out, eh? Having once again an engine plate that big really gives me a lot of leeway for what motor goes in here, right? I mean, any motor could go in here that will turn that shaft. All I have to do is think about turning that shaft. Here, let's make this a short video today. Folks, I really want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.